take a good look at this aluminum cooking pot. And the only place you'll see the aluminum is along the rim and on the base that sits on the stove. That's because a cooking pot that's made entirely of aluminum could easily scratch or crack. And elements from the aluminum could leach into the food. So this pot has an aluminum core that must somehow be sealed between two protective coatings. Aluminum is a popular choice for cookware because its low density or loose molecular structure makes it easy for heat to pass through it and cook the food. To turn it into an aluminum cook pot, a furnace heats the aluminum to 1500 degrees, which is hot enough to melt it so it can be poured into a mold. A computer-controlled arm scoops up enough molten aluminum to make one cook pot. And pours it into a holding cup on the mold machine. The machine slowly tips using gravity to pour the liquid into the casting mold. The slow pour assures the aluminum spreads out evenly throughout the mold. It takes only 3 minutes for the aluminum to cool in the mold and then drop out as a cast aluminum pot. The mold leaves some extra aluminum around the pot, so a hydraulic press crimps the excess so a worker can snap it away. Then, the pots load into a spraying machine to be prepped for the non-stick cooking surface. 6 nozzles inside the machine blast the insides of the pots with a dull, white layer of aluminum oxide. The aluminum oxide has a gritty texture that will help the non-stick coating adhere to the pot when it's applied later on. But first, the pots get a good cleaning to prepare them for their protective outer shell. The shell is applied by a series of sprayers that coats the pots in a porcelain slurry. Porcelain is a clay-like material that hardens when fired. An oven bakes on the porcelain at 1000 degrees. The intense heat hardens the porcelain into a tough outer surface that won't scratch or burn. After the porcelain cools, sprayers add the non-stick cooking surface to the inside of the pot. The exact makeup of the non-stick coating is a trade secret. But it works, in part, by preventing scratches in the cooking surface that could cause food to stick. It also cures to a slippery surface, which also prevents sticking. Another oven bakes it on at 800 degrees so the non-stick surface bonds with the aluminum. A buffer polishes the pot to a high sheen. And this pot is ready to take the heat in any kitchen.